to Tennessee's At Home Learning Series for Math. Today's lesson is for all fifth graders out there, though all students are more than welcome to join in. This lesson is the 11th in our series. My name is Miss Williamson, and I'm a fifth grade teacher in Tennessee schools. I am so excited to be your teacher for this lesson. Welcome to my virtual classroom. If you didn't see our previous lesson, you can find it at the Tennessee Department of Education website, www.tn.gov/education. You can still tune in today's lesson if you haven't seen any of the others, but you may find it more fun if you first go back and watch our other lessons, since we'll be talking about things we learned previously. Today, we'll be learning about fluently multiplying multi-digit whole numbers. Before we get started, to fully participate in our lesson, you will need paper, pencil, and a surface to write on, or you can download the student packet for math lesson grade 5 lesson 11, which is found at www.tn.gov/education. I'll give you a moment to gather your things. Okay, let's begin. Today we are going to think about multiplying numbers by one digit. We will use the standard algorithm to multiply. Let's start by looking at this problem. Suppose a school ordered 7 boxes of books, and there are 25 books in each box. How many books were ordered? Let's not use a calculator today. What do you think we will need to do to solve this problem? Yes, we will need to multiply. In previous grades, you've learned to multiply by using partial products, but this time we're going to use the standard algorithm. So let's look at this problem together. Can you write on your paper 25 times 7? This is a strategy that I use. I like to use the columns on my notebook paper, turning it sideways to help me keep those lined up. All right, so we want to answer the question, what is 25 times 7? Where do we begin? Yes, we begin in the ones place. So step 1 is to multiply the ones. First, we multiply 7 times the ones place. What digit is in the ones place? That's right, 5 is in the ones place. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is 7 times 5. What is 7 times 5? Did you say 35? Excellent. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 5 in the ones place, and I'm going to regroup my 3 because the 3 is worth how much? We said 7 times 5 equals 35. So 5 goes in the ones place, and the 3 is worth how much? The 3 is worth 30. So when I put the 3 here, I'm saying it's worth 3 tens, or 30. Excellent work. Now step 2 is to multiply the 7 to the tens place. So what digit is in the tens place? Yes, the 2. So 7 times 2. If I have 7 times 2 tens, or 20, how much do I end up with? Correct, I end up with 14 tens, which is worth 140. But I can't forget to add the 3 tens I regrouped. So 14 tens plus 3 tens equals 17 tens. How much is 17 tens? Think about if you had 17 $10 bills, how much would you have? That's right, 170. Excellent. And so we already had the 5 in the ones place. And so I have to just add the 70 and the 100. Remember, we got that because we did 7 times 2, or 20, is 14 tens, plus 3 extra tens is 17 tens. And so what is our end product? 175. So the school would need 175 boxes of books. So what can we say? 25 times 7 equals 175. Now let's use what we just discussed to solve a problem multiplying a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number. Listen to this problem. Mr. Stockton ordered 6 boxes of t-shirts with the school name on them. Each box contains 26 t-shirts. How many t-shirts did Mr. Stockton order? How do you think we would solve this problem? Correct. We need to multiply 26 times 6. You can multiply each place value in order, beginning with the ones place. We will regroup if needed, and then we will add any regrouped values to each place. So step 1, let's write down our problem. 26 times 6. Remember, we're going to start in the ones place. So what's in the ones place? That's right, the 6. So the first thing I'm going to do is 6 times 6. What is 6 times 6? Yes, it is 36. So how would I write that? Well, remember, the 6 goes in the ones place because it's worth 6 ones. And I'm going to regroup the 3 because the 3 is worth 30. So it's going to be regrouped, or 3 tens. Now where do I go? That's right. Now my 6 needs to visit the tens place. 6 times 2 tens is what? Yes, 12 tens. We had 12 tens plus the 3 tens that I regrouped equals 15 tens. What is 15 tens equal to? Did you say 150? And so I get 15 tens, and my end product is what? 156. And so Mr. Stockton will need 156 t-shirts. And we solve this problem using the standard algorithm. Nice job. We can also use the standard algorithm to model another problem. Let's try another one together. Read along with me. Mr. Arnold ordered 4 boxes of t-shirts with the school name on them. Each box contains 156 t-shirts. How many t-shirts did Mr. Arnold order? What should we do to solve this problem? You're right, we're going to multiply again. So what numbers are we going to multiply? I heard you say 156 and 4. So let's write that problem. Remember, we can use the columns on our notebook paper to help us keep it nice and orderly. All right, so 156 times 4. So step 1 is to multiply the 4 times the ones place. What is 4? What digit is in the ones place? Yes, it is 6. And so the first thing we're going to do is 4 times 6. What is 4 times 6? 24. And so I'm going to put the 4 in the ones place. And what do I do with the 2? You're right, I regroup it. Now I need to multiply the 4 by the tens place. So if I have 4 times 50, or 5 tenths, what is 4 times 50, or 5 tens? 5 tens times 4 would be 20 tens. How much is 20 tens worth? 200. And so what I do here is I have, oh, you know what Miss Williamson almost forgot? I almost wrote a 0 because I almost forgot that I regrouped 2 tens. So 20 tens plus 2 tens is 22 tens. So I have 22 tens, or 220. So that 2 is going to go into the tens place, and I'm going to have to regroup the 2 because it needs to go in what place? Yes, it needs to go in the hundreds. Fabulous work. All right, now we need to multiply the 4 to the hundredths place. What number is in the hundredths place? Yes, it's a 1. So 4 times 1 is 4. So 4, let me write it over here, 4 times 100 equals what? 400 or 400. But what can't I forget? I can't forget that we had an extra 200 from here. So now I have to add what I regrouped. 400 plus 200 is 600. And so the 6 needs to go into what place? It needs to go into the hundredths place. So now we can say that Mr. Arnold ordered how many t-shirts? Mr. Arnold ordered 624 t-shirts. That's our product. Let's review. We have multiplied multi-digit numbers by one-digit numbers using place value and the standard algorithm. Using the standard algorithm is another strategy to multiply numbers. Remember, when you're multiplying, we work from the right to the left. So we start by multiplying our smallest place values first. In our problems, what place value has that been? You got it, it's been the ones place. And then we move left to the tens, the hundreds, and even the thousands. What did we have to do sometimes when we were multiplying? You are absolutely right. Sometimes we had to regroup tens or regroup hundreds, and sometimes we may even have to regroup thousands. So let's continue our practice. Let's try another problem. And we're going to use place value to help us find this product. Write this problem down for me. $746. Oops, you can't see. There we go. 746 times 3. 746 times 3. Okay, remember, we're thinking about place value. Place value is what each digit is worth where it is. So let me explain. The 6 is in the ones place, so it's worth 6. The 4 is in the tens place, so it's worth 40. So we're thinking about what the value of the digit is worth. Okay? And so I'm going to multiply each digit to its value. So let's do that first. 3 times 6 is what? 3 times 6 equals, yes, 18. 18. So what you notice is that the 8 is in the ones place. That's why I put an 8 here. And the 1 is in what place? The tens place. And so I have to regroup a 10. Now I'm going to visit where? Now I'm going to multiply the 3 by the 4. Remember, what is that 4 worth? 4 is not worth 4 because it's in the tens place. It's worth, did you say 40? Excellent work. So 4 times 40 is what? Or 4 tens times 3 is 12 tens or 120. And so when I have 120, what do you notice? Do you notice the 2 is in the tens place? But I can't forget what that I regrouped. What did I regroup? I regrouped a 10. And so instead of 12 tens or 120, I have 130. And so I'm going to put the 3 from the tens place in my tens column, and I'm going to regroup the 100. Do you see where I got that? All right. And so now we need to do the hundreds. The 3 has to visit the hundreds. So the 7 is worth how much? Excellent work. The 7 is worth 700. So 3 times 7 hundreds is 21 hundreds or 21 hundredths, which we would say 2,100. Now, what can't I forget? I can't forget that I regrouped an extra 100. So 21 hundredths plus 100 is 22 hundredths, or 2,200. So now what do I need to do? Zeros are in the ones place, zeros are in the tens place, and so I need to do my 2 in my hundredths place and my 2 in my thousandths place to get my final product. What is our final product? 2,238. Excellent work. And so when you go back and you look that when I had my partial products of 18 and my partial product of 120 and my partial product of 2,100, what do you think I could do to those numbers to end up with what I got here? Partial products can be added to find our end product. So if I added up all these numbers, I would end up with the same value. Excellent work. You did a great job thinking through that problem with me. Let's try another one. Can you write down 519 times 4? All right. This time, as you work through the problem on your paper, I want you to think about how you're using place value to regroup the products. We're going to start by multiplying in what place? Excellent. We're going to start in the ones. So 4 times the ones place. What digit is in the ones place? Did you say the 9? So 4 times 9 equals what? 4 times 9 equals what? 36. So what are we going to have to regroup in this problem? We have 3 tens and 6 ones. So we're going to put our 6 ones and regroup our 3 tens. Great work. Now we're going to go ahead and multiply what place? The tens place. So the 4, and what is that 10 worth? That one's worth not 1, but 10. So now we're going to do 4 times 10 equals, what's 4 times 10? 4 tens, or 40. And so I get 40, but I can't forget to do what? I brought over how many tens? 3. So 4 tens plus 3 tens is 7 tens. How much is 7 tens? 70. Did we have any hundredths to regroup this time? No, we don't. So now what am I going to do? I need to visit the hundredths place. The 4 has to go to the hundredths place. And so what is 4 times 5 hundredths? 4 times 5 hundredths is 20. 20 hundredths. Or what's 20 hundredths worth? 20 hundredths is worth 2,000. So I get 20 hundredths. And so we didn't have to add because there was nothing we regrouped. And so what is our end product? Read it with me. 2,076. I think you got this. I have a new problem and I'd like you to help me think it through. Derek rode in 3 motorcycle races. Each race was 150 miles. How many miles did Derek race? What's the problem asking us? You're right. It's asking us to find the total number of miles that Derek raced. Take a minute and think about how we could use multiplication to solve this problem. Did you think we could multiply 150 times 3? Me too. So let's solve this problem together. On your paper, can you write 150 times 3? If I do 150 times 3, it'll give me the total number of miles that Derek rode. So go ahead and try solving this multiplication problem. Remember, you're going to start with a ones place. Don't forget to add any numbers that you regroup after you multiply. We'll come back together in a little bit, less than 2 minutes, to check your work. I'm going to give you some time to work on that independently. Get started. How did you do? Great. Follow along with me as we walk through it. Did you multiply the 3 times the 0 first because the 0 is in the ones place? Excellent. 3 times 0 is 0. That's great. So I put a 0 in the ones place. Did you then multiply the 3 times the tens place? Excellent. 3 times 5 tens equals 15 tens, or 150. So I end up with 5 tens, but I have to regroup a 100. Now, did you do the last thing? Did you go to the hundredths place? 3 times 100 is 300, plus 1 extra 100 we grouped is 400. Did you get 450? Excellent work. That's impressive. Now you're ready to do one on your own. Find the product of 378 times 2. 378 times 2. Let's see how you did. For this problem, I see that we had to regroup twice. You regrouped, you did 3 times 8 is 16. You put the 6 in the ones place and you regrouped a 10. And then you went to the tens place. 2 times 7 tens is 14 tens, plus 1 10 is 15 tens. So we put down the 5 tens and we regroup the 100. Then we went to the hundredths place. 2 times 300 is 600, plus the 100 we regrouped is 700. And your answer was 756. Great work, fifth graders. Thank you for focusing on solving this problem with me. Today we reviewed how to multiply multi-digit numbers by one-digit numbers. I hope you're seeing some connections to multiplication and the algorithms in multiplication. You sure did a great job. Do you think we can use the same process to multiply by two-digit numbers? I want you to think about that because we're going to cover that next time we meet. After the video, you will have some practice problems on your own. Good luck and do your best. I will show you the independent practice problems now, or you can find them in the student practice section for this lesson on our website, www.tn.gov/education. Here are your practice problems. Students, I enjoyed reviewing multiplication with you. Thank you so much for inviting me into your home. I look forward to seeing you in our next lesson at the Tennessee's at Home series. Bye, guys.
What's up, all you crazy Tennesseans? My name is Coach Wood. I'm the PE teacher at Hickson Elementary in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let's do a little PE workout, all right? I got 2 rolls of toilet paper, all right? If you want to grab some, you grab some too. Let's wiggle out real quick. You've been doing work all day. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. We'll get it all out. Don't drop the toilet paper. Don't ruin the toilet paper. Super simple, all right? Woo! All right, first I'm going to do some arm circles. Nice and easy. Nothing crazy, folks. I'm just going forward. I'm going backwards. I'm going forward. I'm going backwards. Nice. Shake it out. You're doing great. You're doing great. Let's do big arm circles. Woo! Woo! Look at me go. Mom, look at me go. Woo! Man, just working out with some toilet paper. Let's go backwards. Ready? Nice and easy. Nothing crazy. Don't hurt yourself. All right? We're getting fit over here. What you doing? Working out with toilet paper? That's right, Mom. I'm working out with toilet paper. Woo! All right. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. You're doing great. All right. Now what we're going to do, hold your toilet paper out just like this. All right. Put it at your shoulders. We're going to squat, press. Oh, what you doing, Coach Wood? Let's do it again. Squat, press. Squat, press. Nice and easy. Notice my knees are going out and I'm dropping low. All right? Nothing crazy. Just doing some squats in my garage. Living life. Woo! Here we go. All right, now we're going to get a little crazy. Whoa, what was that? What you doing, Coach? Oh, nothing. I'm just working out with some toilet paper. Is that toilet paper in your hand? Yes, ma'am. It is. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to drop it. Kids, just pretend like it's a bunch of wads of cash in your hand. Do not drop it or ruin it or let anyone take it. And also don't hoard it. That's not good either. Woo! All right. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. You guys did great. Don't forget, if you want more PE videos, go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/Coach Wood. Peace.